I like getting money, I got time to get it. Target on me, so my car's a tenant. Dancing with the devil, I don't bargain with it. Bobbing in the dash, and the stick is with it. And I hit the 4-5 on the west side. But I'm from the east side, this how we slide. This how we ride, yeah, this how we ride. Going pro, no lead. Make it easy like 1, 2, 3. Go, on 3, 2, 1. I fly till you can't see me. Swish, yeah. Ballin', from the first whistle we go all in. And one, call it. Numbers up and never falling. Feel like I hit the lottery, I'm proud of me, yeah. No one baby proud of me, so I throw pride away. She know I stuck to the plan and I stayed out the way. Now we're spending no money, never touching the bank. Just from me the game and I'ma get it done. Don't do it for fame, do it for the ones. Ace with cigar, my damage my lungs. Wifey want to drive, she get what she want. I like getting money, I got time to get it. Target on me, so my car's a tenant. Dancing with the devil, I don't bargain with it. Bobbing in the dash, and the stick is with it. And I hit the 4-5 on the west side. But I'm from the east side, this how we slide. This how we ride, yeah, this how we ride. Going pro, no lead. Make it easy like 1, 2, 3. Go, on 3, 2, 1. I fly till you can't see me. Swish, yeah. Ballin', from the first whistle we go all in. And one, call it. Numbers up and never falling. My baby called me and said she need to stay. Be for real, 25 they other type of kid. Stop playing with me, you know that you here to stay. Stop playing with me, I'll be back home in 8. Know I'm on the go, but I'm not over you. Made you far from home, but I'm so close to you. Gotta get that back like I'm supposed to do. Had to rush hurry up, cause I'm overdue. I like getting money, I got time to get it. Target on me, so my car's a tenant.
Another day, and we are back. And this time it's with a massive update on the T4. My dad has been absolutely killing the bodywork this past week. So almost all of the sheet metal on the entire car that needed to be changed is now changed. Let's just bring her up a bit, give you guys a closer look. There we are for a better view, and let's just get some lights as well. Take one of these guys. Pro tip, you should really get some of these if you're working on cars from Wish. I believe we got about 5 of them for less than 300 Danish crown, and they are absolutely amazing actually for this type of work. So let's head on out to the other side. Right there, as I've mentioned before, the arches are all done, and the sill where the sliding door is going is also done, and it is working absolutely beautifully with the slide for the door. And this up here turned out to be a bit more work than we had first anticipated, but we've got the sills in the rear part of the front arch, or front fender actually, this part right here, has been changed as well. We've got the edge of the fender, the inner edge of the fender changed, as well as you can see there on the inside. And not only that, got all the arches over here on the sill done as well. I gotta say, he's done a pretty damn good job at it. Daddy Cool still got it. And we took out the front window because we saw some surface rust, and what we actually thought would be a lot of much worse rust than it actually turned out to be. So we had one hole at the passenger side corner, which I'll show you in a minute. Just bring her down again. Like I said, it's a massive update. A lot of work has been put into this the past week by my dad, which is absolutely awesome. As you can see over here, it's already primed it, but if we're lucky, we can see some of the work on one of the time lapses. But this corner has been completely changed. The windshield is out, and the whole, like the surface where the windshield is supposed to be glued on, has all been prepped. all the edges from the front fenders. Like I mentioned earlier, the front fenders on the early T4 models are welded on. In 96, I believe, they changed it from welding on to being bolted on, which makes a lot more sense than this. But we have drilled out all of the old weld patches, grinded them down, ordered a couple of new arches from Germany, which should be here sometime next week. It's ready on here as well. Yes, and I briefly mentioned it in one of the other videos that we found another rust hole right here. Let's see if you can bring you guys down here. It's actually rotten through down here. So we will be doing this part. And like you saw in one of the other time lapses, I've cut out the floor in places where it needs to be changed. I've got some right here. This is the sliding mechanism for the seats when you fold it down to a bed, but right at the right side of it, as well as you can see the part right here. I have to cut the rest of this out, weld some patches in, which I think I will, or we will be doing. Whoops, it's a bit too far, but I think we will be welding these patches in the floor sometime after dinner today. So you will be seeing that on the next time lapse is this night. Well, I think that's enough of me jib jabbering. Let's get to work. Alright, I did say let's get back to work. But I've kinda, I've got this tingling because I do want to finish the T4, but today just picked up my new daily. Right there, look at this beauty. So I couldn't help myself but just give her a wash and a quick vacuum, despite the fact that it is about minus 5 degrees Celsius. I don't know if you can hear me from the wind noise. But here's my new daily, which does disturb the concentration on the T4 a bit, I must admit. But after dinner, we'll get back to work. Alright? Bon appetit, everybody. I'll see you later.
I ain't got no patience, kept it with a savior. I be on their nerve, but that shit painful. Looking sour when I serve, how that shit tasted. Show a conversation, give them waves till they make sure the flotation is outrageous. Righteous with the sound, but a finger razor to the whole nation. Yelling out fuck 12 till they throw me in the cell, but a nigga make bail for the young and rebellious generation. Keep it all the way 1,000. I don't remember how the ground feels. I left the city, I've been browsing, treading water that they drowning. My head on the swivel, yeah. It's only really my surroundings. They keep it all the way 1,000.